your mind is going to try to make you quit before your body will. And so there has been times, especially during, the times where it's really hot, because I'm one of those athletes that really likes to push in the colder weather. And so sort of like today's like today, even though it was only, 78 degrees, for me, that's warm. And so it definitely takes its toll over time. And so there are those times where you kind of just think to yourself, okay, like we have 17 more miles to go, and the miles just tick by really, really slowly. And it helps me to just kind of just stop for a little bit and just think about the reasons why I started the journey in the first place. That's really key for me, and for really anybody doing something that's hard in any way. When you set a goal for yourself, there has to be a phenomenal reason of why you're doing it if you're going to push yourself farther than you have ever before. I'm Ryan Chalmers. I'm a wheelchair athlete, currently in the Push Across America campaign. We're here in Lawrence, Kansas. We're a little bit over our halfway point for our Push Across America campaign, which started on April 6th in LA. We've pushed about, I'd have to say, 1,700 miles to get here, and then we're going to be getting to New York City on June 15th, is to raise awareness for all persons with disabilities and show people that people with disabilities can achieve anything that an able-bodied person can. We set goals for ourselves. We have passions just like able-bodied people, and as long as we set goals for ourselves, we can accomplish anything. And then the other goal is to raise funds for a nonprofit organization called Stay Focused, which brings teens and young adults to the Cayman Islands and gets them certified in scuba diving. And I've been a part of that organization since 2005, and in 2009 the founder and I were sitting in the Cayman Islands drinking a coffee, and he brought up a guy who was supposed to run across the country. And just in casual conversation, he just asked me, hey, do you think you could push across America? And automatically I jumped on the opportunity, because I knew in 2005 when I went through the program that I wanted to be able to make a difference in the organization. And so in 2009 when he brought it up, it clicked for me, because I'm able to put my passion of the nonprofit organization and my passion of wheelchair racing together to be able to make a difference. I never doubted the fact that we could do it. And so a lot of people have said, can you actually do it? And no matter what it takes, I will finish. And so it is really exciting for me. It's the same thing as when we started the journey on April 6th. I had this whole wow, we've worked for years to accomplish this, to get it started. And once we got to the halfway point, it was kind of like the same thing. It was like, wow, we worked really hard. Roger, the founder of the organization, has worked incredibly hard for this whole campaign to happen, and we're halfway done. As long as people really just set goals for themselves, people can accomplish anything. People will really surprise themselves what they can accomplish if for the right reasons.